Alright, hopefully this is live now. Just gonna adjust this a little bit. There we go. Okay, welcome back to making more Fascinators. Let me just let people know that this is happening. Okay, I think I'm good to go. I have my laptop on my work desk, so it might be a little bit shaky. Hopefully not, but... Okay. So first, I'm going to update on the one I made last time. I've got it right here. So it turned out really, really nice. I'm really happy with it. I've cleaned up the back for the most part. There's a couple of stray threads here. So cleaned it up. It's all sealed now. I've added dual gems to the top layer. I don't think I'll do that to the bottom layers as much. I don't think it's needed. I think that might be too much. But otherwise, I am quite happy with it. Oh, did I freeze? Am I frozen? What's my Wi-Fi on? My Wi-Fi should still be good. I think it's just my computer. Okay, so let's get started to the one today. I'm out of headbands, so this won't be a headband one. I'm going to order more, but they won't be here for a little bit yet. So I'm going to start by shaping out of my mesh. I love this stuff. This is actually from the dollar store, but I found it's just as nice as stuff from Michael's, and it's a lot cheaper. So it should be good for shaping. I do have chat set up and open, so if anyone wants to chat with me, you can feel free. So this is my piece that I've got. It's kind of messy, but that's okay. No one sees it anyways when I'm done with it. So now I am going to turn it into a tube. Suppose it would help if I was loaded up with glue sticks. go. So I like to seal the edges with glue, just so that it keeps everything in place and doesn't move around later. Alright. Now I'll give that a moment to cool, and then I can trim it up. I can already trim the bottom one, so that seems to be good to go. Sorry if my voice is a little bit funny. I woke up with a sore throat. I had some tea with honey, but it's still a little rough. There we go. I've got one side trimmed. This side, yeah, that's good to go. I'm trying to cut over my desk, but all the little pieces like to go everywhere, so I'm gonna have to vacuum later. Just use a lint roller and just like stick it all up. There we go. Oh, I have two watchers now. In chat, cuckoo. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. I look really tired. I don't know why, I actually got a decent sleep last night. Usually, or I shouldn't say usually, sometimes I'm up late reading Reddit. But, I did that earlier last night, so that way when I needed to go to sleep, I could actually go to sleep. wonder if putting my glasses on would make me look less tired. I don't need them right now, but for your appearance's sake. Okay, so now I have a tube. A little bit of a crooked tube, but that's okay. At this point, that's okay. Now I am going to make a smaller tube. Oh, the glasses do actually help. Watching that play back there. So glad it's not super hot today. It gets really warm in here with the computer and the glue gun. So just doing the same thing on this piece. I'm adding a line of loose hot glue to keep it all in place. Yeah, that's doing the opposite of what I wanted it to move. The line I'm trying to glue keeps moving up and away. Yeah, attach from one of these. I will put my mesh over here. I will find where I put my scissors, which is here. Got some new flowers the other day, so I don't know if I'll use those or if I'll use some of the ones I already had. They're very bright though, they're nice for summer. I don't know if this is going to be a wedding one, or if this will just be a fun everyday one. Maybe both. Sometimes they can double. Holding it now so that this stays in place. Oh, I just burned myself. That hurts. That's what I get for putting my finger right in hot glue though. Okay, that'll probably happen once a stream, at least. Alright, so now we have 2 tubes, and it'll look like this. And for this one, how do I put it here? I have a nice green ribbon. Picked this up the other day. It's green with white stripes, and I think it's really cute. Alright, so I just measured how long the ribbon I need, they're wrapping it around. And that will fit perfectly. So I'm going to cut 2 more pieces, I think, for this guy. One more. I may need another piece yet, but I think 3 should do it. Okay, so this, I'm just sort of trying to line the mesh up a little bit more. That should be good. Put you down here. I'll stick the ribbon like that. Around. I think this one's going to be at the base too, so I'll probably, if there's any mistakes, I can hide them. That is what crafting and making stuff by hand is all about. Hide all of your mistakes. Because it's kind of naive to think that you won't make mistakes. ribbon around it now, and so I'm just going to tuck it around inside so it kind of seals the edges. Oh, the one I made last time and that I showed earlier here, it's up on Etsy now, so if you did want it, it is available in the link below. I will ship anywhere in the world. I had an idea yesterday for some new ones that I'm going to eventually make. I don't have money to pick up the supplies I need for it right now, plus I need to get more headbands. But as soon as all that kind of falls into place, I'm going to get started on them, and they should be pretty cool if all goes according to plan. Just a little bit of certain ways while it sets and burn my fingers. I may do a Sims stream later today too. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how this one goes and how my voice goes. My voice is sort of the dependent part here. Unless people would be okay with just watching me play Sims and not talking. Text I can answer. Okay, so this actually worked really, really well. I am happy about that. Eventually I'd like to get some beads and more decorative stuff and just like really go nuts. But I don't have the means to do that right now, but eventually it's coming. Because I am loving these. I didn't honestly think I would, but I do. It's a fun hobby. I knew I liked getting creative, I just didn't think anything sort of handmade aside from like painting would be for me. But I really, really enjoy it. Probably that's going to be another heat blister. That's the hard thing with working with mesh, is sometimes glue goes through the back where your fingers are. That is okay. It's not life-threatening, I will live. So I've got my little tube now. And so now I'm going to do the bigger guy. And I think I'm going to do them in the same ribbon. Probably need about 4 pieces for him. Alright, so I've got my 4 pieces of ribbon. I may potentially need a 5th, just because it is taller, but I'm hoping not. I'm going to have a blister there. Like handling boxes at work tomorrow, fun. So I have top part here glued on here. buttons needed. Starting on the second ribbon now. Careful to keep my fingers away from the glue. I don't need 2 blisters today. Alright, on to ribbon number 3 for my second row here. So this tube is now nicely wrapped up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece of mesh because I'm going to do the bottom now. This one doesn't have to be as neat because honestly I'm going to trim it down later. So this has to stay in place for right now. That is my biggest concern. putting glue around the edge to sort of seal it here. And I'm just holding it down until it sets enough to stay on its own. So it looks a little bit like this. It's really messy, but it will be much nicer once it's in place. Now trying to get the big guy in place. Tricky part right now is just keeping it in place until the glue sets enough that I can move my fingers. You do not want these two to be able to move off of this. It is important that they are stuck very securely. I'm going to add other things to seal them in place too, but this is just so initially they don't move. I have a leg cramp. Oh, it's bad cramp. Getting a message. I do not have a message. One night and blaze, one night and blaze. this is what it looks like. Until the glue cools enough, then I feel I can put my hand away. And I think actually now it's okay. A couple things I'm going to add a little bit extra too, just to make me feel better, but I think overall that's not bad. That would have been nice if two tubes had stayed glued together like I had them. Should be good now. I'm going to trim. So I just take all the excess mesh off from around the base here. So it looks really rough. But here we have our two little tubes. And there's a lot of glue on the bottom. That's going to keep everything super nicely in place. We're going to do some of my extra ribbon. I want to seal the sides, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to use the same ribbon, but you know what, I think I will, because I don't actually have a lot of it left. Just gonna cut a bunch of these off because I think I like how this is gonna go. Just want to be careful not to use all of this because I also need it to secure the clips at the bottom. Cut off now this much here, and that is designated for clips. Alright, so I'm going to start with cut off probably about 10 or so. I'm going to see how that goes. And if I need more, I'll cut more. But I'm hoping this might do it. And so it just kind of creates a nice bottom like that. And I, for one, am quite happy with that. You need to cut a few more pieces of ribbon. But this will get me just over halfway, I think. I just like to smoothie my hands a little bit better. I knocked my camera down, but it fell into some plastic bags, so it is fine. I have a video I need to upload later on a different channel of one of my brothers doing live comedy stand-up. He's trying to break into it, and he's doing pretty good. Just kind of the local scene at the moment, but one day we'll get him into some other ones. You know, actually, after all that, I think I only need to cut one more piece of ribbon, which is really good. It's my pattern lined up pretty perfectly, too. Okay. Here we go. This is now cute, a little bit messy, but that's what cleanup and all that is for. So before I glue a strip onto the bottom, I'm actually going to start getting my flowers in. Now I don't know exactly what flowers I want for this one. I might use some of these. Actually, before anything, I like the leaves of these guys. And I'll snip them off. I'll use them to line the basket. It's gonna end up sitting on a head next to. like how that looks. It's just the leaves going outside there now. Alright, so now we've got these nice little baskets with some nice greens in them. I want to use one big flower, I think. I think I'm going to use a little pinks in this one. Starting out with this guy. I'm going to stick it in the bigger basket. Before that though, I need to get this leaf just sort of stay put and work with me. Sort of stick that in there. Cut off some of my little, I think they're like daisies. They're gonna go in here. So it's gonna end up being like wearing a little garden on your head. If I take this guy off, it'll sorry before they're positioned and glued in, but sort of like that. nice and just right there. I think this one may have the same problem as my last one that I made. Or it's just going to be too big to be clip-on, but too bad it's going to be clip-on. We need something to sort of fill in the back on this one. So let me just get more weed. Add another flower so you make it too heavy, at least for this. So you do in like another big flower anyways. And I don't want that. So it's gonna sit like that. And I think I'm happy with that. It's just sort of unique and fun. doing now is I'm just putting lace around the trim, just to sort of hide the seams from the folds I put on earlier. And I think that'll help it look a little bit nicer. There, so now it's just got a nice lace trim around it. I may add some little tiny pink flowers just sort of spilling out around. There we go. Got some cute pink flowers at the front, some at the back, and so hopefully all sort of blends. And I'm gonna end it there because I need to go get myself some lunch. So thank you for watching, and I'll give an update later on once I've got some decoration on it.